In a small town nestled between rolling hills and dusty roads lived a young girl named Amina. She was 12 years old, slender and soft-spoken, with eyes that seemed to notice things others often ignored. Her family was not wealthy, but their home was rich with warmth, honesty, and simple joys. Amina's father worked as a tailor and her mother stitched clothes at home to support the family. From them, Amina learned a lesson more valuable than money. Kindness costs nothing, yet it can change everything. Amina walked to school every morning, passing the same streets, the same shops, and the same people. While most children rushed by, laughing or arguing, Amina walked slowly. She greeted the elderly shopkeeper, smiled at the fruit seller, and sometimes stopped to help carry groceries for neighbors. These small acts were natural to her, not something she did for praise. At school, Amina was an average student. She was not the loudest in class, nor the smartest, but teachers trusted her. She listened carefully, helped classmates who struggled, and never mocked anyone. However, her kindness was often misunderstood as weakness. One day, a new girl named Sana joined the class. She wore old clothes, spoke little, and sat alone during lunch. Some students whispered about her background, others laughed quietly. Amina noticed this and felt a knot in her heart. She remembered how lonely she once felt when her best friend moved away. Without hesitation, Amina sat beside Sana during lunch. "Do you want to share my food?" Amina asked gently. Sana looked surprised. Her eyes filled with tears, but she nodded. From that day on, the two became friends. Amina helped Sana with homework, introduced her to kind classmates, and defended her when others tried to tease her. Slowly, Sana began to smile again. Not everyone appreciated Amina's behavior. One afternoon, a group of girls laughed at her and said, "Why do you always help others? What do you get in return?" Amina paused, then replied softly, "I don't help to get something back. I help because someone needs it." The girls laughed and walked away, but Amina felt no anger. She believed that people behaved badly because they carried unseen pain. Life continued quietly until one rainy evening changed everything. As Amina was returning home from the market with her mother, they noticed an old woman sitting near the roadside, soaked and shivering. People passed by, covering themselves from the rain, pretending not to see her. Amina tugged her mother's hand. "Ami, we should help her." Her mother hesitated. They had little money and a long walk home. But seeing Amina's worried eyes, she nodded. They offered the old woman shelter in their small home, gave her dry clothes, and shared their simple meal. The woman introduced herself as Bibi Rahima. She spoke little, but her eyes reflected deep gratitude. The next morning, after thanking them repeatedly, Bibi Rahima left. Life returned to normal, and soon the memory faded. Months passed. One day, Amina's father fell seriously ill. He could not work, and the family struggled to pay for medicine and rent. Fear entered their home for the first time. Amina watched her parents whisper late at night, worry etched on their faces. Despite the hardship, Amina continued going to school and helping others. She never complained, though sometimes she cried quietly before sleeping. One afternoon, a well-dressed woman arrived at their home. She asked for Amina by name. Confused, Amina stepped forward. The woman smiled warmly. "Do you remember Bibi Rahima?" Amina's eyes widened. "Yes!" The woman explained that Bibi Rahima was her mother, and she was searching for the family who had helped her during the storm. After hearing her story, the woman felt a strong desire to repay the kindness. She helped arrange medical treatment for Amina's father, paid their pending rent, and even offered her mother steady work at her tailoring business. Amina stood silently, her heart pounding. "Why are you helping us so much?" Amina asked. The woman replied, "Because true kindness returns in ways we cannot imagine." News of this spread through the neighborhood and school. The same children who once mocked Amina now looked at her with respect. Teachers praised her character, not just her actions. But Amina remained the same. When asked how she felt, she simply said, kindness should not change who we are, it should remind us who we are. Years later, Amina grew into a confident young woman. She became a teacher, not because it paid well, but because she wanted to shape hearts, not just minds. She taught her students that success without kindness is empty, and small good deeds can create powerful change. She often told them, "You don't need to be rich to help others. You only need a good heart." And so, the story of Amina spread, not as a tale of reward, but as a reminder that kindness is never wasted, even when the world seems ungrateful. Moral of the story: true kindness needs no applause. It lives quietly, sacrifices silently, and returns as blessings in ways we never imagine.